Hey everyone, Stazima here, back again with another episode of Quickfire. If you're unfamiliar with the rules, basically I have 45 seconds to talk about a random topic suggested by you guys, the community. So it's a lot of fast-paced action, it's a lot of fun, so here we go. First topic I got is asked by Starshield. He wants to know about the lack of originality in the armory. And I really think that it's a shame because a lot of the armory items that are easy to unlock and that are low levels are easily overlooked by the people who automatically choose the most expensive, the best looking stuff. I mean, just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's the best looking thing. I mean, some of the more expensive items are kind of ridiculously looking, I think, and that some of the lower level items actually look pretty cool if used in the correct way. So you gotta check out those low level items and combine them with kind of the higher level items. I like to make my Spartan kind of slim looking, really sleek and cool. I'm not really one of those guys who makes them big and bulky, so get some original stuff in there, guys. It's easy to do and it's fun. Next topic I got here is asked by Paul B. He wants to know what previous weapons that were left out in Halo Reach do I want to see in Halo 4. Now, obviously, I want to see the BR back. I want to see the battle rifle back. That would be totally awesome. I want to see heavy weapons like the flamethrower and the missile pod. I mean, I know they're not always the most practical, but they were a lot of fun in custom games, stuff like that. I'm not sure if I want to see the carbine back. I do kind of prefer the needle rifle, so I hope the needle rifle stays over the carbine. A lot of the weapons, like the needler, those kinds of weapons, they're obviously going to be in there, but weapons such as the grenade launcher, I hope that stays, and the plasma launcher, new weapons like that in Halo Reach, I really hope that they make a return for Halo 4 because they really have improved on the weapon set. Next topic I got here is asked by It's X Fighter, and he wants to know what I think about the MLG game types versus the Bungie game types. Now, first of all, I want to say that the Bungie game types are totally awesome, and I also want to say that the MLG game types are totally awesome because they're really built for two separate audiences of players. The really hardcore, competitive, teamwork players really like to play the MLG, and the kind of casual that just want to chill out and play with their buddies, those guys kind of play the Bungie game types. So it really matters on your preference, but as far as I'm concerned, I do prefer the MLG game type sometimes. For things like Free For All, I really prefer the MLG game type because it has an infinite time limit instead of that 25. It's whoever can get the most kills in a certain time limit over the Bungie. So sometimes the MLG's better, sometimes the Bungie's better, so it's really your preference. Next topic I got here is asked by Inherit Thorpe. He wants to know about what I think about the zombie overload in gaming. Now, there has been a really big trend recently to push the zombies. It's kind of become a genre of its own. It's a zombie title. It's a zombie game. Now, some titles with zombies can do good. Some titles with zombies can do bad. I mean, you have games like Red Dead Redemption that brought zombies in. You have games like Call of Duty that brought zombies in. Halo has its own form of zombies. Sometimes the zombie games can be good. Sometimes it gets really annoying. You're like, I'm getting tired of killing these zombies. And then if it's really fast paced, if it's a lot of fun, you say, this is really fun. I like spilling these zombies' guts all over. So sometimes it's good. I mean, it is kind of getting a little too much in my opinion, but it's time we back off and move to something new. Next topic I got here is asked by I don't know, but he wants to know my favorite game of all times besides Halo. This is probably one of the hardest questions I've ever had, but as far as shooters go, I'd have to say Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PlayStation 2 was probably one of the most amazing games from my childhood. And then you got games like Wind Waker for the Nintendo, for the GameCube. That was probably my favorite Zelda game, probably one of my favorite games of all time by far. As far as RPG games go, games like it's a tie between Oblivion and Mass Effect. Those are probably my two favorite RPG games of all time, and I'm looking forward to those two sequels more than anything at all. And that Zelda sequel coming out this November also going to be pretty sick. Next topic I got here is asked by Alex Plays Halo. He wants to know what I do about the young people on Xbox Live, the people who are very young as opposed to, say, 12 years old. Now, what I do with these people, generally if they talk and if they're really spamming their microphone, I'll probably just mute them right away. I don't really like to mess with people too much because I just kind of have this level of respect for people. I don't really like to trash talk. That's really not my kind of thing. I just kind of, if I'm annoyed with someone, I'll just mute them. And if I'm not annoyed with someone, I mean, I'll just kind of talk to them. I'll just kind of chill out with them. You know, I'll tell them locations. If they're communicating with me about the game, I'll communicate with them about the game. But if they're just chilling out, talking to me about a topic, I'll talk to them back. As long as they're a chill guy, as long as they're not too annoying, I'll talk to them, definitely. Next topic I got here is by JMaximus95. He wants to know whether I prefer to play with friends or solo in Reach, especially considering the arena. Now, personally, I do prefer to play solo when I play the arena, just because I don't really like to play with my friends because it's a really competitive atmosphere, and I really kind of get more involved and more aggressive and more into the game than I should be. So I really don't want to bring that kind of anger, that kind of pressure onto my friends. I don't really want them to have a negative image of me when I'm playing the arena, because when I play regular, when I'm not playing ranked matches, I'm really just really chill. I just really like to play the game. But when I play the arena, I get kind of overloaded. My sensors, I need to just take a break, take a step back, take a deep breath. So I don't play with friends in the arena. Next topic I got here is by Blackfeet Gaming. He wants to know what I think about offline gamers. Now, an offline gamer is someone who doesn't connect online, obviously, who isn't even an Xbox Live Silver member, who's not even connected to the internet at all. So basically, what I think about these people is it's totally fine. I mean, there are a ton of single player games out there for you to just play and stuff, even if you're not connected online. I mean, if you have a kind of a game rental service, I think that even works even better for those people who play offline, so they can just get an online or get a single player game rather, play it, return it, get another single plane, rinse and repeat and stuff like that. PC, I don't really think that there are many PC players who play offline because there are such those easy services, easy connect like Steam, so stuff like that. So offline gamers are pretty okay in my book. Now, last topic I got here is by All Hail Me. He wants to know what I think about the close range power weapons, such as the shotgun and the sword. Mainly, those are the two, and then the gravity hammer. Well, I'm going to run it down for you. Gravity hammer, I absolutely love it. It's totally fine. I don't really like that you lose energy if you don't get the kill, unlike the energy sword where you can swing and not lose energy if you get the kill. Energy sword is pretty okay in my book. I mean, it's kind of cheap sometimes, but you know, you love it when you use it, so I don't really like to call it cheap when they use it on me. And then the shotgun is obviously a great supplemental weapon to any kind of thing, any kind of gun. It's great for any kind of map, so it's a really great supplementary weapon. Close range weapons, great, not really OP. So guys, thank you for watching this episode of Quickfire. As usual, leave topics that you would like to see in the comments below. I add every single topic that I see in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.